I'll never forget the look on that dad's face. He brought his SUV in for a simple oil change, but when we dropped the drain plug, nothing came out. We had to poke a screwdriver into the drain hole to break through the solid black tar that was once motor oil. His crime? Trying to save 20 bucks on a jug of oil? That bargain turned his family car into a $4,000 paperweight. And the terrifying part? He drove it for weeks, listening to the engine get louder and rougher, thinking it was just getting old. What if the oil sitting in your garage right now is doing the exact same thing, slowly, silently turning your engine into a time bomb? Today is the most important video you'll ever watch about your car. We're first exposing the 7 worst synthetic oils that are secretly destroying engines. Then, we're revealing the 10 best oils proven to protect your engine for 700,000 miles. We're starting with the worst of the worst. The #1 product on our blacklist is so dangerous, it's not just bad oil, it's engine sabotage. But stick around, because the solution and the data-backed heroes are coming right after. Let's begin the countdown. Number 7. SUPERTECH Advanced Full Synthetic. The crime scene. The Walmart shelf. The price is a siren song, nearly half the cost of name brands. It promises full synthetic protection. The autopsy report. But teardowns don't lie. The YouTube channel Just Rolled In has shown engines with catastrophic sludge buildup where the owner swore they only used SUPERTECH. It meets the bare minimum API-SP standard. But under real heat and load, it shears down its molecular structure, breaks apart, thinning out when your engine needs it most. Blackstone Labs oil analysis reports consistently show elevated levels of lead and copper metals scraped from your bearings and camshafts after just 4,000 miles. The victim's story. A forum user on Bob is the Oil Guy, driving a Honda Pilot, posted his Blackstone report. After 5,000 miles on SUPERTECH, his copper levels were 3 times higher than the universal average. The oil was eating his engine alive from the inside. The digital mechanic's verdict. This is the definition of a false economy. You're not saving money, you're taking out a high-interest loan on a future engine rebuild. Number 6. Amazon Basics Full Synthetic. The crime scene. The everything store now selling the lifeblood of your engine. The autopsy report. The problem here isn't that every bottle is bad, it's that you never know which bottle you'll get. Reviews on Bob is the Oil Guy are filled with reports of wild inconsistency between batches. One user documented a batch that failed a simple volatility test, meaning it was prone to evaporating into vapor inside a hot engine. In a turbocharged car, that can leave critical components dry and unprotected in an instant. The victim's story. A Ford EcoBoost owner reported his turbocharger failing at 60,000 miles. The only outlier? He'd used 2 changes of Amazon Basics oil. The oil consumption was massive, likely due to evaporation, starving the turbo bearing of lubrication. The digital mechanic's verdict. Buying this oil is playing Russian roulette with your engine. You might get a decent quart, or you might get the one that kills your turbo. Number 5. Quaker State Ultimate Durability. The crime scene. A bottle trying to outlive its 1,970 seconds sludger reputation. The autopsy report. Testing by Project Farm revealed this oil has one of the highest evaporation loss rates among its competitors. High evaporation means your oil literally disappears. It burns off, leaving behind a more concentrated soup of contaminants and metal particles in your crankcase. To make matters worse, its total base number, its ability to neutralize the acidic byproducts of combustion plummets after 5,000 miles. It goes chemically dead, offering virtually no protection for the second half of a normal oil change interval. The victim's story. A long commute driver of a Toyota Camry found himself adding a quart of oil every 1,000 miles. He thought his car was burning oil, but after switching brands, the consumption stopped. The Quaker State was simply vanishing into thin air. The digital mechanic's verdict. The name is Ultimate Durability. The reality is ultimate evaporation. It abandons your engine when it needs protection the most. Number 4. Castrol GTX Magnatech. The crime scene. This is a masterpiece of deception. The word Magnatech is huge. Synthetic is prominent, but in the fine print, synthetic blend. The autopsy report. The magnetic particles that claim to cling to your engine are a gimmick mocked by mechanics on Reddit's r. Mechanic advice. Under real heat, this conventional blend oil forms deposits and sludge faster than true synthetics. It lacks the refined base oils and robust additive package to handle high temperatures. The victim's story. I've personally seen more than one Honda VTEC system rendered useless because the VTEC solenoid was clogged with a black, sticky sludge. The common thread? The owners all used this magnetic oil, believing the marketing hype. The digital mechanic's verdict. This isn't innovative technology. It's a conventional oil dressed up in a synthetic costume, sold at a premium price. You're paying for a magic trick that ruins your engine. If you think a deceptive label is bad, wait until you see what a trusted name gets away with. The next three aren't just bad values or deceptive. They are actively dangerous. Number 3. Pennzoil Yellow Bottle. Conventional synthetic blend. The crime scene. The budget option from a trusted brand. It feels safe. The autopsy report. Don't be fooled. This oil is notorious in truck and performance communities for leaving a waxy, golden varnish on everything it touches, especially in engines that mostly do short trips and never fully heat up. This varnish acts like glue, gumming up piston rings and lifter arms. The victim's story. On the LS1 Tech forums, there's a well-documented thread with multiple users experiencing lifter collapse. After countless diagnostic dead ends, the one common factor they all finally discovered was the use of the Pennzoil Yellow Bottle. The varnish had seized the delicate lifters in their bores. The digital mechanic's verdict. This formulation is from a bygone era. In a modern precision engine, it doesn't protect. It preserves your components in a coffin of sticky varnish. Number 2. Royal Purple HPS. High Performance Street. The crime scene. The purple bottle that promises race car performance for your street car. The autopsy report. This one is a tragic misunderstanding. The standard Royal Purple is excellent, but the HPS variant is a wolf in sheep's clothing for daily drivers. It's loaded with extra zinc, ZDDP, an anti-wear agent crucial for old-school race engines with flat tappet cams. But in a modern street-driven car, that extra zinc is a poison. It contaminates and destroys catalytic converters, leading to a repair bill of $2,000 or more. Furthermore, high ZDDP can be corrosive to the bearings in modern water-cooled engines. The victim's story. A Subaru WRX owner installed Royal Purple HPS before a long road trip. 3,000 miles later, his check engine light came on. The code? Catalyst efficiency below threshold. His brand new $1,000 catalytic converter was already destroyed. The digital mechanic's verdict. Using this oil in a modern street car is like using racing fuel in a lawnmower. It's overkill that literally poisons your car's expensive emission system. And now, the number 1 worst product on our list. All the others can cause slow, long-term damage. They are a disease, but this one is a heart attack. Number 1. Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer. The crime scene. The fix-it bottle people pour in to stop leaks and quiet noisy engines. The autopsy report. Lucas is not a motor oil. It is a viscosity index improver, a thickener. When it gets hot, the polymers inside it separate from the oil and coagulate. They form a thick, tar-like gel that clogs oil passages like cholesterol in an artery. It blocks the narrow passages that feed your camshafts, crankshaft bearings, and turbocharger. The result is instantaneous, catastrophic oil starvation. The victim's story. The evidence is overwhelming. Search Lucas Oil Stabilizer damage on any forum. You'll find a graveyard of engines. A mechanic in Texas documented a Chevy Silverado that had run Lucas for one oil change interval. When he tore down the seized engine, the oil pickup tube was completely blocked by a solid, rubbery plug of Lucas sludge. The engine was scrap. The digital mechanic's verdict. This isn't maintenance. It's not a supplement. It is, by every definition, engine sabotage. Pouring this into your crankcase is one of the most financially destructive things you can do to your car. After that list, I know what you're thinking. So, what on earth should I use? This is the most important question. Because while a bad oil can destroy your engine in 30,000 miles, the right oil can make it last for 700,000. What if you had a list of oils so good, so proven by thousands of lab reports, that you could pour them in with absolute confidence? The data exists. The heroes are here. We've analyzed thousands of reports from Blackstone Labs to bring you the 10 best synthetic oils on the planet. And the #1 oil. It's in a league of its own. Let's build your engine's perfect protection plan, starting with the kings of value. Number 10. Kirkland Signature Full Synthetic. The hero's introduction. For the driver who demands top-tier protection but has to watch their budget. The proof of legend. When this Costco oil first showed up in Blackstone Labs reports, analysts did double takes. The wear metal numbers, iron, copper, lead, were consistently matching, and sometimes beating. National brands costing twice as much. The secret? While it may share a manufacturer with some budget oils, Kirkland uses a robust, proprietary additive package and carries both the rigorous API SP and GM Dexos 1 Gen 3 certifications. It's not just cheap, it's legitimately excellent. The perfect user. The daily commuter, the family van driver, anyone who does their oil changes on time and wants every dollar to count. The digital mechanic's seal of approval. This is the ultimate proof that you don't have to be rich to protect your engine like you are. Number 9. Quaker State Ultimate Durability. The hero's introduction. An oil that has completely shed its 1,970-second sludger skin and emerged as a modern champion. The proof of legend. In independent testing by Project Farm, this oil was subjected to extreme heat and pressure. The result? Exceptional viscosity retention and remarkably low evaporation loss. This means it doesn't thin out under heat or burn off, maintaining its protective volume and strength. It's built from a hydroprocessed base oil and a strong additive package that meets the latest API SP standard. The perfect user. The driver who remembers Quaker State's old reputation and is ready to be pleasantly shocked. Perfect for quieting noisy lifters and higher mileage daily drivers. The digital mechanic's seal of approval. A phoenix risen from the ashes. A trusted name that has earned its way back onto the list. Now, let's move to the proven all-stars, the oils you can bet your engine on, year after year. Number 8. Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic. The hero's introduction. A century of trust, distilled into a perfectly balanced formula for the real world. The proof of legend. Valvoline is a forum favorite for a reason. Its balanced cocktail of anti-wear additives like molybdenum and potent detergents is specifically tuned for the worst kinds of driving. Stop and go, traffic, and short trips that never fully warm up the engine. It resists fuel dilution and sludge formation like a shield. Historical testing from Consumer Reports consistently backs up its top-tier wear protection scores. The perfect user. The city driver, the person with a 10-minute commute, anyone whose engine rarely sees the open highway. The digital mechanic's seal of approval. The definition of steadfast, reliable protection. It's the bedrock you can build 200,000 miles on. Number 7. Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic. The hero's introduction. For the driver obsessed with a surgically clean engine. The proof of legend. Pennzoil's Pure Plus technology is the real deal. By starting with natural gas instead of crude oil, they create a base oil that's 99.5% free of impurities. The result? Used oil analysis and engine teardowns consistently show dramatically less carbon and varnish on pistons and valves. This is a game changer for direct injection engines, which are notorious for intake valve coking. The perfect user. The tech-savvy owner. The person who loves seeing clean components under the valve cover, and every direct injection engine owner. The digital mechanic's seal of approval. If a spotless engine is your goal, this is your starting point. Number 6. Shell Rotellet Sex Full Synthetic. The hero's introduction. The heavy-duty secret weapon for gasoline engines that live a hard life. The proof of legend. Born for diesel engines, this oil has a cult following among tuners, bikers, and classic car owners. Why? It's packed with higher levels of zinc, ZDDP, and phosphorus. the ultimate anti-wear agents for high-stress components like flat tappet cams and turbocharger bearings. It's incredibly resistant to shear and oxidation, meaning it laughs in the face of extreme heat and pressure. The perfect user, the turbo enthusiast, the classic car owner, the motorcyclist, and the person who tows heavy loads. The digital mechanic's seal of approval, the toughest oil on the shelf. If your engine works hard for a living, this is its paycheck. Now we enter the territory of the specialized weapons and the unbeatable titans. These next oils aren't just products, they're engineering marvels. Number 5. Mobile 1, Extended Performance. The hero's introduction. The gold standard for the long-haul driver who counts their mileage in cross-country trips. The proof of legend. This oil is engineered for the long run. Data from Blackstone Labs shows its viscosity and total base number, its ability to fight acid, remain robust well past 10,000 miles. Its advanced additive system is designed to handle prolonged exposure to heat and fuel contaminants without quitting. It's the oil that lets you trust your car's oil life monitor. The perfect user. The highway commuter, the road tripper, and the rideshare driver. The digital mechanic's seal of approval. Set it and forget it protection for the driver who lives on the open road. Number 9. AMSOIL's signature series. The hero's introduction. For the enthusiast who treats oil as a critical performance component, not just a fluid. The proof of legend. AMSOIL pioneered synthetics in North America, and the signature series is their masterpiece. It boasts a 25,000-mile, 1-year warranty, backed by a mountain of data. User-submitted oil analyses on Bob is the Oil Guy consistently show near-zero wear metals and rock-solid viscosity over insane intervals. It uses a high-purity PAO Group 4, base stock the good stuff, and a ferocious additive package. The perfect user. The data-driven enthusiast. The person who wants the absolute longest drain intervals science can provide. The digital mechanic's seal of approval. This is as close as you can get to buying miles in a bottle. Number Troy. Liquimoli Syntoil High Tech. The hero's introduction. German engineering for sublime smoothness and surgical cleanliness. The proof of legend. Liquimoli is the secret handshake of the European car community. Its Syntoil High Tech is fortified with molybdenum disulfide, MOS2, a solid lubricant that plates metal surfaces, drastically reducing startup wear and friction. The result is a noticeably quieter valve train and buttery smooth operation. Mechanics who work on BMWs and Audis consistently report finding spotless internals in engines that have run Liquimoli for life. The perfect user, the European car owner, the perfectionist who values quiet operation and precision above all else. The digital mechanic's seal of approval. This isn't just oil, it's liquid engineering. Number 2. Pennzoil Ultra Platinum. The hero's introduction. The pinnacle of purity and performance from the Pennzoil lineup. The proof of legend. If Pennzoil Platinum is great, Ultra Platinum is a masterpiece. It uses the purest natural gas base oil and an even more advanced additive package. In Project Farm's infamous Top 10 Oil Showdown, it dominated, ranking at the very top in wear protection, cold cranking, and film strength. User reports consistently mention slight fuel economy gains and a silkier, smoother idle. The perfect user. The driver who wants the cleanest engine and the most robust all-around protection, regardless of conditions. The digital mechanic's seal of approval. Near flawless performance in a bottle. And now, the number 1 oil. The Undisputed King. Before I name it, you need to understand its secret. It uses a combination of PAO and ester-based oils. Esters are Group 5 synthetics. They are polar molecules that actively cling to metal surfaces, providing instant protection at startup. They are exponentially more stable under extreme heat. This is the secret ingredient. Number 1. Mobile 1. Annual protection. The hero's introduction. The final word in consumer-grade engine protection. The oil that makes all others seem average. The proof of legend. This isn't just an oil, it's an impenetrable shield. Designed for 20,000 miles, or 1 full year, it uses that superior PAO and ester blend to achieve a level of thermal stability and wear protection that is in a class of its own. Laboratory data and real-world teardowns of engines with hundreds of thousands of miles reveal components that look like they've run 50,000. It is the most recommended oil by professional engine builders for a reason. The data doesn't lie. The perfect user, everyone who wants the absolute best. The turbocharged performance car, the trusted family hauler, the classic you're preserving for your grandchildren, the digital mechanic's seal of approval. This is the peak. There is nothing better on the consumer market. It is the ultimate insurance policy for your engine. Remember this: a cheap oil is the most expensive oil you'll ever buy. Great oil is the cheapest insurance you'll ever own. Your engine's future is in your hands. You've seen the destroyers and the protectors. Pick one of these 10 heroes, pour it in, and drive with confidence. Which one of these lifesavers are you switching to? Share your choice in the comments. Let's build a library of success stories. Now, go be your own digital mechanic.